Hello everybody, Zenokami here from Essence of Zen. Today I want to bring you a updated tutorial, or rather a new tutorial, depending on how you look at it, on how to, and this is with Skyrim, take a mod that's maybe like an armor or a weapon and have it fit within Skyrim Redone's reporccer. So I did a video similar to this last year, I do believe. I think it was last year, and that's basically it took advantage of the system's stats.xml file and how it looked at the materials used on specific items. I helped out, or at least the video I made last year helped out a modder who made the Regal Huntsman armor, which is based off of the Assassin's Creed armor set, and basically to get it higher defense he made a version that used Daedric materials. I gotta remember to change this one day and just keep it. Hold on. Yeah. And he decided to use, to make it so it used Daedric material. So when you try to smith it, it's under the Daedric smithing tree or smithing section. Now that's one way of taking care of the problem. But let's say you probably don't want that mod to have that said, require you to have the Daedric smithing perk to make it. So to fix that, I found out, or at least I studied, on how to take advantage and actually edit the stats.xml file to actually have the item work properly without changing the material, so it doesn't move in terms of smithing category, or if it's a special modded item and you can't forge it at a forge or the Sky Forge. So technically, this is what I'm going to be working with. I downloaded and installed the mod, the Dawnbreaker Great Sword, Light Sword thing. This item right here. And if you can look, if you look closely, the damage is at 24, which is extremely low for Nintendo's Skyrim Redone, aka SkyRe. So I'm going to go in and actually change the stats.xml file, and I've been testing it, and then I was told that everything I would need can be located on the mod page. So I went reading, and I was like, oh, I was in the wrong section of the stats file. And if you're wondering, why didn't I just go to the main page and read the reporccer's little table of contents and information? It's because I like to tinker and I like to play around until I can't figure it out, or I run into an issue. Then I go and look for the solution that's probably already out there. It helps me learn, and I find it to be a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit more fun. But that's just me. So, and if you're wondering what this look like in action, is this sword. Yeah. So what you need to do, you need to have I'm going to be using Notepad++, as well as Test 5 Edit, which is the Elder Scrolls 5 edit program, and that'll actually give me the ability to look into the .esp files. So where I'm going to start off, this is where it starts. I know like 4 minutes into the video. Apologize for the sound effects there. My phone is going off. I forgot to put it on silent. People like contacting me, especially when I'm doing videos, apparently. So what you want to do is go into your folder, wherever you downloaded TES5 Edit. I'll have a link in the video and in the description below of where you can download it. You want to go ahead and run it, and you're going to get this little, okay, I can't get the big window, but I need to find the light sword, which is a Dawnbreaker two-handed sword. So I'm going to look for a Dawnbreaker, and you can see this cute and nice two-handed Dawnbreaker. That's the ESP file name. So I'm going to double click this, and it's going to load up in this big window over here. Let that finish loading. Do your thing, Tess. Do your thing. It's done. So you can see here it has the master file that everything uses, Skyrim.esm, and it also has the actual program, the .exe file. You don't gotta worry about these two. We're gonna look at this one right here. So we're gonna expand this, and we're going to, since we're modding a weapon, or we're looking for the weapon's information. So it's gonna be in weapon, expand that, and this is the item, the Dawnbreaker Greatsword. So we're gonna click that, and everything we need is located right here. So, and what I need to do is actually get the name, and I'll show you why in a bit. So you want to get this, and to make sure you don't miss spelling or whatever, I'm gonna just do edit. You gotta wait for this to change. So yes, I'm absolutely sure, because I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna hit cancel, and then for the moment we can minimize that. So now we want to go into our reporccer folder over here. And this is located in your Skyrim folder. So if you're like me, and you have your Steam, well, you have Skyrim through Steam, and your Steam is located in your normal C drive, it'll be anywhere. So basically, mine is in C, program files, Steam apps, common, Skyrim, and then we're gonna go to data. SkyProc patchers. This is the one I'm currently using right here, Tendo's reporccer, and this is where your reporccer stuff is. So you want to go to reporccer folder and find stats.xml. You can edit this file in Aptana Studios, probably Genie, but I'm going to be using Notepad++ because it's really simple, it loads fast, and gets the job done. We're going to move that over here. Now you want to basically, you're going to start at the top. If you want to get through things fast, what you can do is minimize a lot of these things. So there's a base weapons stats, or base stats weapons. Minimize that. Weapon definitions. No, we don't need that either. I don't think. Not yet, rather. Weapon materials. This is where we need to be. So we're gonna be how do I explain this? So the reporccer, when you run it and it goes through all your mods and checks and everything, one of its operations is to categorize things for the Skyrim overhaul. So since this particular weapon, the Dawnbreaker Greatsword, I do believe that's the full name of it, Dawnbreaker's Greatsword, or yeah, Dawnbreaker Greatsword. Because it has the word Greatsword in it, the reporccer will automatically find that keyword and put it in the category for Greatsword. So it'll work with your SkyRe perk trees for your heavy weaponry. So if you get a perk that focuses on great swords to do critical damage or extra bleeding or blocking at the right time, it'll work with this mod that we're about to have, because the mod's weapon name has greatsword in it. So, but what it doesn't have is, if I go back to this, because SkyRe or the reporccer also checks the mod's data or any items data for the materials. Remember I told you in the previous video, I said if you add the materials to it, if you change the material type, the keyword, it actually categorizes and have its values based off that as well, if it doesn't have a weapon material in the name as well. Because if you have on the mod page, which I'll link now as well as in the comments below, if you have the word wooden or wood in front of the items or the weapon's name followed by greatsword, it'll be categorized under greatsword, but we'll be given the base value of a wooden item, which will be low. Even if you have it set to a keyword whereas it is danger artifacts, it'll be still rendered and valued as a wooden weapon. So if you look here, where's it, keywords, it has weapon type greatsword, which is okay, data artifact, but this isn't it's not like what's the word I'm looking for? You need to have like ingots, like ebony. Those are things that count. So I don't think Daedric artifact counts for the categorizing the weapons or the attack value. But I think like Daedric it alone, I don't have the queue. I would have to open up the creation kit to fully see it. But whatever. So what we're gonna do is basically add in our own. So I'm gonna go all the way at the bottom because I like to add on things at the bottom so they're easier to find. So weapon material. See, yeah. So you need to have Daedric alone, or at least Daedric in the name, which it doesn't. Alrighty, this counts for that one. So we're gonna create a new one. So we're gonna basically use the same standard that we see right above us. So weapon, material, clothes, and then we're gonna go ahead and create our clothes one. Oh, like this. We're gonna tap that. Now I'm gonna have this weapon because it's a Daedric artifact. I'm gonna have it at the same strength as a Daedric weapon. So I'm gonna do I damage 9 / I damage, and then the S material name. We're gonna copy and paste that to be Dawnbreaker Greatsword. We're gonna close it off. S material. Oh. Name. And now to do spell check, material name. Yep. S material name. I damage. You wouldn't believe how often a simple spelling mistake will screw you up, because a lot of programmers or computer users type fast, and sometimes you'll type one letter before the other and you'll think it's fine when it's not, so etc. And basically what I do is, since this is a font that has every letter lined up nicely, you can just go to one side and go up to the previous one to see if it fits. And I highly recommend doing that just to double check everything. So now we're gonna save this. Save that. Everything's done. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I think I'm done. I think. Oh yeah, I haven't tested this out yet. So if this fails, then this video won't be rendered and it won't be uploaded. So if you're watching this, that means it passed while I stop recording here and actually go in and take a screenshot of the newly. Well, oh, before I do that, we have to actually rerun the reprocker. So I'm gonna go here, booyah, double click this. I don't think you have to run it because it's a .xml file. It should load when Skyrim loads itself, but I like to be on the safe side. I'm just hit patch. Okay, the little bar didn't come up, so it should be fine. So I'm gonna stop the video here for the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and launch Skyrim. You're not gonna see a recording of that because again, I can't render actual gameplay videos well, other than what I have raw data. So I'm gonna take screenshots and show you. So see you in a bit, or for me anyway. Alright, I'm back. Now, when I originally went in to test it out, it still wasn't working in terms of the value was still lower than expected. But I think either two things. I did forget to do a force patch for the reprocker rather. But before I forced it to do so, I actually went in and I went to weapon type definitions, and because I did a was it Dawnbreaker? Great, I did a bit of that. I'm not pretty sure I need to do this because again, Greatsword is located within the weapon's name, and SkyRe actually searches for keywords in the weapon's name to actually categorize it. So I'm not 100% sure if I had to do this or not, but I did this because I thought I did something wrong. But I added in a new weapon type definition for the Dawnbreaker Greatsword with the S weapon substring, and I give the Greatsword as well, just like they did with this one up here and etc. So then after I did that, I actually went back to my reporccer, and if I get that freaking thing about not being resources and whatever, so I went back here. You launch this, the reporccer, any moment, and you have to do force patch. This is what I didn't do last time, and then you patch it, and it'll forcefully do it. And when it's done, my result, or my results, the plural, was that the weapon went from, what was it, 24 to 49. And this is the exact same for my character, because you know, with his perks and everything, and the value of his skill level with two-handed weapon, or rather heavy weaponry in SkyRe, is the exact same as a Daedric Greatsword. So overall, it works for me. I wish I could have actually showed you full recording of me going in game, but that would have been a little complicated and very bad looking. Excuse me. And if you're wondering, like, if you say, well, you know, the light sword for the Dawnbreaker Greatsword shouldn't be as strong as the Daedric Greatsword because it has the enchantments, or rather you think it should be stronger, you can actually go back in and edit that value for the weapon materials and change it. You know, if you want it stronger than Daedric, you know, increase it higher than 9. If you want it stronger than the average Greatsword, you can actually create a new weapon material type and then change it up as well. But hopefully this helps you if you're looking to try to get a particular weapon from a different mod to work with SkyRe. And if it did help you, you know, please like the video. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I am not a mod expert. I'm still, you know, learning, and I'm still dabbling. I do plan on creating some of my own mods in the future once I get a new rig, but that is a while from now. So if you have any questions that I might be able to answer, please leave them in the comments below. If I don't know them, I'll let you know up front, and I'll actually try to help you through as much, you know, as time lets me, help you through and try to find a solution for you, or rather with you. So thank you guys. This has been Zen Okami from Essence of Zen. I am exhausted. I've been working all day on the website as well as with this modding stuff with SkyRe. Until the next one, guys, I'll catch you later. Take care.